Hi everyone, it's Nessa, and I'm going to go over some of my final reflections and what I love about the tools that we've used and the apps that we have gone over, and how I will use them in my classroom. First, hands down, I loved being able to learn various types of applications that are used in the classroom of today, and I really love the fact that I can learn new applications of where my classroom will be in the future. The first thing is that I want to go into what a high school looks like now. A high school looks like a very technically driven society where teachers and students and administration is all using technology for the benefit of everyone in the school, and it also drives us to be more understanding of different types of learners and how we can implement this to our students' education and how they see learning as they approach going into college or going into whatever field they want to go into. I really love the fact that I can use Edpuzzle in a secondary high school environment, as well as a middle school, as well as a elementary school. It's an easy application that checks on learning and really gives the teacher an understanding of where her students are. And I really love that I can stop and assess all my students, and I can scaffold their learning around what kind of information that they don't understand. And I think it's a really beneficial tool to use applications, maybe not like Edpuzzle, but similar in their fundamentals of what they want the students to be able to do for future employment and education purposes. I love that the app is my own. All of these apps are my own, and I can download them on all of my things, and I can use them to be able to take in my personal life as well as my teacher life. And I can use them also as a mother and a scout leader, and I can build projects on these and work and use collaborative environments as well as individual environments to where teachers and students have a connection using applications. One of the biggest things I had in my mind was that school for teenagers meant checked out on their phones and not paying attention anymore. And I have learned that with the certain applications that we can use for technology, that's just not the case anymore. And that most of the technology in classrooms are beneficial and actually push students into discovering new capabilities of their own and being able to use those in their own individual way to present themselves and what they view a project or an assignment is. So say that we have a book review, I can ask them to use an application such as the Adobe Spark or the Adobe Video, and I can ask them to utilize those to be able to make individual projects that they can present to their class, and no two will be the same, which is just really amazing. And I having the exposure of different apps at my fingertips from different providers also. I have learned that Apple apps, while can be used, some of them for a Windows user, some are very specific to Apple, and that really opens and closes a lot of doors as far as what I can use in the actual classroom, depending on the technology that is available to our students and what kind of software that they are able to use in the classroom. The biggest things that I have learned is that my exposure to technology needs to forever grow, and I need to completely learn over how to use application as far as getting my point across, and ask questions and get answers, and really look to my students and see and ask what they are using to be able to have their media outlets, so that I can build upon their interest within the classroom as well. And lastly, I really just want to put out that with technology comes updates and new things from new people's perspectives coming out. So there's always new tools to be used. So what I'm using now in my classroom in a year may not be what I'm using 10 years. And that's okay. And being a teacher means that we need to be a learner. And to learn means that we have to adapt. And that means as a teacher that we all need to continue to push ourselves out of our comfort zone and move forward and really embrace the technology changes within our schools. And if we don't understand them, or they get kind of complicated on our part, that it's okay to ask questions, and it's okay to fail, and it's okay to make mistakes. And applications are designed to help us be the best of what we can present. So thank you for your time. Have a good semester next year.